every once in a while it gets brought to my attention that some of the people that I know in real life get severely irritated that I would have the audacity to post on my own social media pages about my own life. 9 times out of 10, these are men. Specifically, civilian men get extremely triggered that I exist for some reason. As you can imagine, this morning when I found out that I had triggered yet another man with my existence, I thought, who would I be if I didn't grab a shovel and help him dig into this moment of irritation by posting on not one of my social media platforms, but all of them. Cat hairs in my mouth, chilly. If you are on that list of people who gets irritated that I exist, thanks for the motivation. Stay bothered. For everybody else, here's some updates. First off, I have been fully aware every single day for at least the last year and a half that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who are patiently waiting for me to give an explanation and my perspective of the GATE program and my experience in having served in the military as a psychic and having been recruited through that program and just everything else that falls under that entire umbrella of fun things. And I'm gonna. But the bad news is later. I will tell you that the most important thing that anybody who's ever been interested in developing their own spiritual ability could ever understand is that it develops through the ability to protect your own energy. That is step one. If you can't do that, you get nothing. The good news is that despite all of the other projects that I've actually got going on right now, I have decided to fully focus my attention on getting back into content creation full time. Full transparency, I have a growing list of things that I want. Toys, houses, etc. And if you've ever gotten into the content creation space yourself, then you know it is the quickest and easiest way to open yourself up to endless opportunities for income. More importantly, for anybody who isn't aware, this past March I moved my store into a permanent storefront on Buckley Space Force Base. My shop is called Conjure and Craft. We are inside the exchange. We are between the flower shop and the dry cleaners if you're looking for it. It is a metaphysical craft shop. We sell metaphysical stuff, craft stuff, metaphysical craft stuff to craft, metaphysical stuff, and handmade art from actual artists. We'll be searching for more artists to sell their art in the shop soon, but before I do that, I have decided that there's not enough whimsy on Buckley Space Force Base, so I'm working on opening the first ever Buckley trinket trade. I am still working on it, but it is going to be outside of this shop whenever I get finished with it so that it's available whenever we're closed. If you have access to the base, definitely please stop by and visit it as soon as it gets done. I promise I will let you guys know as soon as I get it finished because I have gotten like a bajillion people that have come by and asked where it is. I'm trying, guys. It's mostly just me over here. My personal assistant just sleeps all day. To add on to that, I've gotten a lot of attention over there lately for being the first and only metaphysical shop that has ever existed on a United States military base. It has greatly increased over the last week after having been asked to and doing readings on the base during a hiring fair that was recently on the base. I did tarot readings, I did intuitive readings, and somebody even asked me to do a palm reading, and I can, and I did. But that being said, readings are not something that I'm going to be offering regularly in my shop for right now because I'm actually not in my shop regularly. If you are interested in that, I will have links to sign up to talk to me everywhere, including in my shop to sign up to talk to me online. I have also officially started working on my business website. No, I don't get on here and talk very often or show you guys pictures or videos of my business, but that is because it is on the base and I'm actually not allowed to take pictures or videos on the base. You will be able to shop from all of my items, including all of the handmade art, whenever I get my website set up. So I'll let you guys know. Can't promise it before like mid-September because I also have another mini show coming up. I'll let you guys know more information on that whenever we get closer to the shop. But it is in Denver from September 12th to the 16th. And then after that show, I will also have any of the minis that I don't sell at the show available on my website, as well as all of the other minis that I make. That is the last actual update that I have. But that being said, I see the messages that some of you send me. I see the DMs. I get the emails. I even get the text messages from those of you who go out of your way to find my business number and send me a text message asking if I can help you with your personal situations. I appreciate your faith in me, but I do not read those messages and I do not intend to start because I get sometimes upwards of 100 a week. I'll have time to read everybody's 7-page essay about what is going on in your life, your backstory, your children, your friends, your family, and what you want to ask me. I'm Not sorry about that. I have so many things going on in my own life on a daily basis that I totally understand wanting clarification on the things that are confusing or you don't understand. But I do not have the energy to help every single person individually just because you found my inbox. There is an appointment sign up on my page that stays updated regularly with my current availability. As of right now, that is the only way to get my insight on your personal situation. Just to add to that note, if you do sign up to talk to me, it will ask you to give me a little note on your own situation. And if you write your 7-page essay in that little note, I also am not going to read it. I literally don't open that and read it until about 5 minutes before I jump on the call with you. It actually is intended for just a note. If you tell me your entire life story before we get on the call, not only does it entirely defeat the purpose of seeing me in order to get intuitive information, you're just wasting your own energy for something that we can go over on the call. If you do want to meet with me, a quick explanation works, and we will figure out what is going on whenever we talk. Aside from that, definitely expect to see me on here more often. I have 1,000 projects that I'm working on, and I would love to show you guys. And eventually, someday, maybe, I will get around to explaining that GATE program stuff. But until then, stay bothered and drink some water.